Alright. Continue on with this. Got myself some Pepsi. Because my mom went stopped by the store. And she's like, does he like Coke or Pepsi more? Oh, I bet it's Pepsi. No, it's Coke. But I mean, I don't mind any of them. I'll tell you, I prefer Coke and Dr. Pepper, but Pepsi's fine too. Doesn't matter that much to me. I'm not any, like, soda snob. Anyway, let's talk to Urianger and Thancred first. Where's this? Oh, right. See, I said, where's Justinian? And I remembered, he's gone. It is said that selfish is ideal for those who have suffered blood loss. Oh, shellfish. Mayhap we should have acquired some from Matsia. Oh, for the days when I enjoyed such fervent adoration. Sure, Thancred. But on this occasion, I am glad to entrust the burden of popularity to Estinian. Sure, Thancred. Sure. Pray pay me no mind. I am here that I may be of service, nothing more. This is going to be voiced. Nope. Allow me to thank you for answering our call. Many towers have appeared around the world, and we are grateful that you would assist us with ours. Though Krile herself is tied with another investigation, Brilliant is an eminently capable substitute, and will spare no effort to aid you. So, if I am to understand correctly, you seek to make talismans that can nullify etheric emissions. Indeed we do. As you know, the tower emits vast concentrations of aether. One cannot go anywhere near it without it being tempered. As such, we can only study the tower from afar, and are powerless to deal with it in any consequential way. In order to strike back, the satrap bade us alchemists create enchanted talismans that will allow our soldiers to venture into the tower, even should we lack innate protection. Could such a thing be possible? Admittedly, we are still in the midst of testing, but we are quite confident. Even prior to this, our people have long pursued countermeasures against the etheric corruption of primals. Of the methods tested to date, those utilizing dragon scales proved the most promising. Owing to their etheric density, the scales are highly resistant to disruptive forces. The mightier the dragon, the greater their resistance. We seek to amplify this protective prosperity through our alchemy. Thanks to the scales provided by His Excellency, we have been able to make steady progress with the talismans. Soon we will be ready to conduct a field test, and here is where you and your blessing of light come in. Whatever it is, just leave it to me. What exactly is it that you need me to do? Better than having my blood drawn, I suppose. Nothing complicated, I assure you. We ask only that you serve as an escort. Okay. I'll explain in greater detail later, but you will be venturing into the tower's field of influence. And so, for our safety, I would first test how well your blessing shields you. With your permission, of course. Stoic nod. In that case, Urianger and I will find other ways to make ourselves useful. Seeing as you all work to the point of collapse, I suspect you could do with more hands. We would be grateful for any assistance you can provide. If you are ready, then let us put out your blessing to the proof. If you exit the Great Work and turn south, there will be a hill to the right. I will meet you at the top after seeing to some preparations. Alright then, let's go check this out. So do I need to go outside the camp? Oh no, looks like, yeah, up the path. Maybe I should actually do what they told me to. Nah. Following the instructions? Who would do that? Isn't the tower up to the north, though? Yeah, the tower's that way. You see a lantern designed in local style. You didn't have trouble finding this place, or climbing the hill. Not all are accustomed to the physical strain. I give you the fruit of our sweat, tears, and many sleepless nights. The drunken Deepa. A Deepa is a lantern presented to the gods as an offering. Taking inspiration from the tradition, we created this device to test the talisman's efficacy. Efficacy. Upon activation, it will move a certain distance before emitting a powerful blast of aether. In lieu of corruption, those lacking sufficient protection will experience severe aether sickness. Where have I heard this before? For your test, you will be exposed 4 times. That should be enough to ascertain your blessing's protective capabilities. Please begin whenever you're ready. I shall be observing from a safe distance. This doesn't look like a safe distance. Commencing etheric exposure testing. Repeat. Commencing etheric exposure testing. Retreat to a safe distance if you are not the subject. Follow the drunken Deepa's lead and try not to fall behind. It's literally just running around. I wonder if I can get this as a minion. Radiating Aether, please stand back. Radiating Aether, please stand back. Aren't I supposed to get hit by it? Aren't I supposed to stand in this? You're struck by a powerful blast of aether, but suffered no ill effects. Subject has no irrepressible urge to empty their stomach. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. Seems like I shouldn't need to walk away and then walk back in, but whatever. Wonder if this will be the one of the Beast Tribe minions that you can get. You're struck by a powerful etheric blast of aether, but suffer no ill effects. Subject stomach and bowel integrity holding. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow. Dude, where are we going this time? It looks like to trigger the quest, I have to stand next to it, walk away, and then walk right back in. It's a little weird. You are struck by yet another powerful blast of aether, but suffer no ill effects. The blessing of light appears to be keeping you safe from harm. Subject fortitude red. Impressive. No irregularities. Confirmed. Resuming test. Please follow and brace for the final discharge. You are struck by a strong blast of aether yet, but survive completely unscathed. Etheric exposure testing concluded. Please collect and deliver me to the supervising alchemist. Congratulations on retaining your composure and your humors. I mean, I am a bit of a comedian. More like the warrior of comedy. Or what is it, comedian of light? That's better. Ah, you've returned. And not on your knees. A promising sign. But come, let me take the Deepa off your hands. Thank you. I shall replenish its ether for when we test the talisman. So, no dizziness or nausea or anything of the sort? You're feeling perfectly fine? Stoic nod. Then the strength of your blessing is beyond doubt. There is no risk that the tower will corrupt your ether. With this, we can request your aid for the task ahead with easy hearts. Shadowed footsteps. Nidana regards you with those eyes you could drown in. You are a capable warrior too, are you not? Would you be amiable to assisting me with another errand? You see, our talisman requires the use of special ink, but we have exhausted our stores of a key ingredient for it, spirit weed. I can go grow that in my herb patch. I think it requires 30... No, it requires a weird farming level. For use it to make summoning potions. The herb grows not far from here, and I would like to go and harvest some. With the recent spate of kidnappings, however, we Arkasodara travel alone at our peril. Tell that to whatever his name was. Will you not come with me as my escort? I would compensate you for your troubles, of course. I am in your debt. Without further ado, let us head to the Kajia Footsteps. It is situated on the road which runs east of the Great Work. Well, let's head on over. Gotta escort another elephant. Yeah, I can get down from here. So we need to collect some spirit weed. And of course, thankfully our Blessing of Light helped us out, and we didn't have to relive that aether sickness that we had earlier. A mild little bit of extreme aether sickness. Wait, what? Goodbye! Hello, Nidana. I may have simply been imagining it, but I feel as though you're being followed. Look out, Brilliant! Hey, guys. Oh, that was easy. Of course, it helps when I'm 4 levels above them. Gods, but that gave me a fright. To think that the moment I ventured outside, the safety of the work... Thank you, sister. I asked you to help come with me. You're all right, I hope? Good. Let's continue on, then. It isn't far now. Just through these pillars and up the rise. Nice getting a big chunk of XP from quests again. It's been quite a while. Let me check on this again. 259 yoms to the southeast. Yeah, because I believe there's 2 over here. I'll look at them again. I'll look for them again later. Nice, looks like a peacock. Or peafowl, as they call him now. And here we are, Kajia's footsteps. Kajia was a great dancer, and those who follow in her, well, you know, they come to this place and train and dedicate their dance to their ancestors. A happy benefit of this is that spirit weed grows here in abundance. I will set about harvesting at once, if you would be so good to stand guard. The kidnappers aren't likely to return soon, but better safe than sorry. Somehow I get the feeling they're gonna attack again soon. Let's go ahead and kill this thing. You know, in hindsight, I should have tried picking up the hunts. Because there's a chance I might actually run into an enemy. And I can get, I don't remember, is it seals? Or I guess it's probably Centurio seals again. Then again, this is at the Old Charlian, so maybe not. I'll gather the herbs as quickly as I can. Please stand guard for me. Is that,
Yes, that would be Radzad Khan.
That's
Hardly
what I was gonna
anyone has
ask.
been allowed in or out since our troubles with the tower began. The faithful citizens huddle inside the city walls, and commerce has all but ground to a standstill. I pity the satrap, the trials he must be facing.
What can you tell me about the satrap? Do you trust the satrap?
Well, he is the most important person in Radzad Khan. Long ago, this island was home to two tribes of Matanga, the Gajasura and the Arkasodra. When the Aura came to these shores, it was the Arkasodra with whom they joined forces. Together they defeated the war like Gajasura, forcing them to flee Thavnair altogether. Peace and prosperity reigned for a time, until a clan of Hjor from the mainland decided they wanted the island for themselves.
Of course.
It was a direct ancestor of the present satrap who arbitrated that conflict and welded the warring factions into the nation we know today.
That's right.
And ever since, a member of that esteemed lineage has inherited this somewhat unique position. You see, by and large, the state is run by the people, but when problems arise, it is the satrap who mediates a solution. The stability provided by the satrap is what has allowed Radzad Khan to thrive all these years. And it was the satrap himself who entrusted us with this duty. We will not fail him, nor our countrymen.
It's an interesting political structure.
What is the delay with the vessel? I told you I need to adjust those ratios.
I come all this way to admire one of my splendid towers, and what do I find? Fools attempting to ward off its tempering influence with magic trinkets.
Typical as scene, just sitting there on the
I seem to
cliff.
recall a similar experiment in ages past. What was that man's name? Oh, something. Owen?
Another body, another time. Who could be expected to remember every trivial detail? Allowing them to construct such handy talismans would be counterproductive to my plans.
Uh-oh. And of course, we're not here.
And yet, I find myself deathly curious. How will they manage this feat with the limited knowledge and resources at their disposal? Complications be damned, for we cannot escape the nature of our souls. And I, as ever, am my own worst enemy.
And Daniel. I don't think nobody liked Asahi. Nobody likes Van Daniel. I've enough spirit weed to last us a good while. Thank you for keeping watch. Let us head back to the great work, shall we? Oh, let's head back to the great work. I guess I could just teleport there. Save a little bit of time. Alright, Nidana. Brilliant. My thanks again for your assistance. With your help, we're that little bit closer to completing our talisman. This isn't much, but please accept it as a token of my gratitude. Gillen XP? Sure. A boy's errand. Little does Nadana know that she is about to send you out on another errand. If you will excuse me, I shall return to my work on the talisman. Ah, you are both back. Excellent. Right, I gotta do a higher boy voice for him. I have a message for you, Mistress Nadana. I would seem the stores of Giant Skull are running low. What? When last I looked, there were still plenty. I suspect that before Urianger told everyone about their tempering cure, and Justinian shared his knowledge of dragons, your peers have since been inspired to fashion a number of new talisman prototypes. I see. Well, if it leads to new possibilities, then far be it from me to complain, but we will need to replenish our stores. I would be happy to tend to this if you like. As much as I appreciate the offer, my dear boy, I cannot go in good conscience send you out there alone while kidnappers are at large. Brilliant. Loath though am I to press another task on you so soon, might I ask you to fetch the giant skull? In case you're not familiar, giant skull is a type of ore found on the island. Owing to its hardness and etherical conductivity, it has applications in many disciplines, alchemy not least of all. The quarry where it is found, aptly named Giant Skull Grounds, isn't far away, so it shouldn't take much of your time. May we impose on you once more? Leave it to me. Thank you. Upon arriving at the grounds, please seek out a man named Zaynuha. He will furnish you with the ore. At the very least, permit me to accompany you. It so happens I have an errand of my own that will take me to the outpost nearby. May we borrow a pair of Hamsa, Mistress Nadia? Nidana? By all means, do try to be patient with them. Those that survived are still in training. I will bring the Hamsa to the entrance. Meet me there when you are ready. Alright, I guess we gotta do some more chores. Now, I kinda don't trust this kid. Let's see. Alchemist or Dancer? Is that... yeah. That's an either current quest. So I'll go ahead and pick that up next. Probably go ahead and do that before we do the MSQ. Is this guy gonna want to be a dancer? Jalumuk. Alchemist or dancer, Jalumuk is concerned about a colleague. Do you have a moment, adventurer? One of my colleagues has gone missing. She said she was going to the Kajia's footsteps to get a bit of exercise, but she hasn't come back. I'd go search for her, but it's almost time for a shift change, and I can't very well leave the kiln to operate itself. Could you find her and fetch her for me? Leave it to me. You're too kind. She should be in Kajia's footsteps. Keep an eye out for a cure with black hair. I'm sure she'll be happy to see you. She was out the last time you were by, and she was devastated that she missed out on a chance to meet the adventurer aiding the students of Eldizian. So I suspect she's a dancer. Alright, let's head back up to the Kajiya steps. I just realized the joke. Kajia's steps are like the steps of a dance. Okay, let's go ahead and do the Aether Current quest first. It's probably going to still say southeast or northeast. When we get up to Kajia's footsteps, I'll go ahead and do the Aether Compass again. Actually, I can just look at the map. Okay, so it's actually not... It's actually, like, right here. So I'm gonna do the, I'm gonna continue MSQ. And then see if we go by there. Ah, hello there. What do you mean? I need to get back to work? Oh, have I really been out that long? I should really go. But I was hoping to get a better look at the stage before I left. I'm sure you're busy, but could you assist me for a moment? Sure. Thank you. I'll inspect the walls, so could you make sure the stage is in order? Okay. Some of the paint is worn off. It could use a fresh coat. This is a pretty cool looking place, except the part where you fall off the edge. There's a small hole in the floor. This can't be good. The cloth wavers exquisitely in the wind. No problems here. The person's still in the cutscene. Any problems? The floor and the paint? I'll have to fix them the next time I come by. Thank you for checking. You know, it seems odd I've never met you until now. You wouldn't happen to be the adventurer sent by the students of Baldesion, would you? Stoat nod. You are! And here I was delegating a menial task. If I had known, I've always admired travelers like you. You see, I'm studying to be a dancer under Mistress Nashimiria at one time. I wanted to see the realm as I traveled for performances. And maybe I still can. Not as a dancer, of course, but as an alchemist. Oh, but we should hurry back to the great work. I don't want to cause any more trouble than I already have. Okay, let's head on back. Let's go ahead and teleport. See, that's going to be 3 Aether Currents down, and I know where a 4th one is. Ah, there you are. I heard you helped my colleague with her stage inspection while you were out. It's greatly appreciated. She really looks up to your kind, you know. She lost her chance to become a dancer due to an unfortunate injury, and now she's working to heal the sick and injured as an alchemist. She was so happy to meet you, as am I. Here, a token of our thanks. Cool, that's the 3rd Aether Current, I think. The travel Aether Currents. Yep, wow, that's a lot. Are all of them going to be like that? Anyway. Talk to Varshan. You are a Hamsa Brillian. If the creature looks unfamiliar, it is because they are close kin to the Eorzean dodos. Hamsa have long been kept as livestock in Thavnir, and many a hatchery may be found here. Alas, the largest of these are recently raised by monsters from the tower. On account of said hatchery being situated near the tower, the Radiant Host repurposed its remnants as an outpost. That is where my errand takes me, and your own destination is but a stone's throw away. If you have no objections, let us first make for the outpost. We set forth at your word. All right. You are ready? Then let us depart. You need only ride and relax. My bird and I will take the lead for yours to follow. Okay. Let's be off. If you haven't ridden dodos before, you be warned. They are wobbling gait. I noticed. Looks so goofy. The spectacular formation stretching out over the water is called Kaja. Thanks, I don't have near enough time to read that. Word meaning sword. The sword legend holds was wielded by the Manusia against the Murg before it was cast down at conflict's end. To the left, and requiring no introduction, is the tower. As you can see, it straddles a small isle. Oh yeah, it does. Almost there, though the main part of the hatchery is atop the cliff, the outpost itself is on the beach. Ah, there it is. And here we are. Manned by the Radiant hosts, this outpost is our first line of defense against the tower. Seems a bit close, don't you think? Well, well, who should it be but young of Barshan? On an errand for the satrap? I am. His Excellency bade me come to collect your report. He also wished to express his heartfelt gratitude to the brave men and women of the Radiant Host for their unflagging dedication. We simply do our duty, but we are honored to receive His Excellency's regard. And yet, for his boundless benevolence, his treatment of one so young could be regarded as callous. Though we have enjoyed relative peace and calm in these few days, this remains the front line of battle, no place for children. Your predecessor, too, often traveled alone. It's been, 2 years now since you took over? I wonder how that fellow is faring. Like those before him, he went to represent the satrap on foreign lands. Wherever he may be now, I am certain he is well. As for myself, I assure that all I do on my own volition, and gladly, I pray you do not think ill of His Excellency. Certainly not, lad. Whatever happens, my faith in the satrap is unwavering, but still, I worry for you. We would be overcome with sadness if something were to befall you, for you are as a little brother to us all. Take care, do you hear? I will, Nabin. Thank you. And who might this be? Not Hanish by the look of her. Permit me to introduce Brilliant Mason of the Eorzean contingent, come to assist in the making of the talisman. From Eorzea, you say? Towers have appeared over there too, yes? Tell me, what is the situation like? May I suggest that you exchange information with our soldiers? Both parties would stand to learn something of value, I believe. An excellent idea. Given the unprecedented nature of the threat, some of ours are understandably anxious. We would be glad of any tidings you can share. You two, bring Varshan the latest report and answer any questions he may have. Okay, let's exchange information. That would probably be a really good idea. Ah, I've heard of you. The visitor from Eorzea. Is there anything you can tell us about the Telepharoi? We know that they're the ones behind the tower, and that they've declared war on the whole world. But why are they doing this? What is it that they want? This we don't understand. What? They want to die? And take everyone with them? What madness is this? Well, you can bet that we won't let those bastards have their way. We'll fight them with everything we have, like our Eorzea and Far Eastern brothers. You wish to know about the tower? To be honest, we know little and less about it ourselves. This Tower of Zot, as folks have taken to calling it, suddenly appeared where it did in the Isle of Narunair. We're safe from its influence at this distance, but go too far into the water and you'll expose yourself to its corrupting aether. You're a foreigner, aren't you? How are they dealing with the tower in your homeland? Our struggles are not unique. Then our hopes still lie with the talismans. We must keep the monsters contained until they're nearby. Until they're ready. It occurs to me I have not yet properly introduced our company. We are the Radiant Host, a military order under the Satrap's command. Our duty is to preserve peace in the land, be it patrolling the streets or dealing with the heretofore unknown threats, such as now. We train hard and admit only capable warriors to our ranks. Even so, we've struggled to contend with the fiends from the tower. Though we succeeded in striking them down on the 2 occasions they came in force, we had to pay a heavy price. What of the towers in Eorzea? Did they likewise spawn monsters? So, it's much the same everywhere. With every nation struggling, we cannot expect calls for outside aid to be answered. Nope. Pretty much as bad. It's pretty much bad in Eorzea too. Finished speaking with the soldiers, have you? I hope it was as enlightening for you as it was for them. As a neutral nation and trading hub both, Radzat Han ordinarily receives a steady stream of news from abroad. Alas, the stream dried up when trading vessels stopped coming. Amidst the dearth of information, everyone will have been grateful for your account. But come, you had best to see to your original errand, as mine will keep me here a while longer. However, I'm afraid I cannot guide you the rest of the way. Worry not, the path is straightforward. You need but follow the road east. Upon the Hamza, you will arrive before you know it. Brief though it was, I enjoyed our time together. Till we meet again. Oh, I thought I was going to need to go, but no, it'll just take me. Though the Hamza appears to want to return him home, it reluctantly offers you its back. Should you become separated from your steed, speak to the Radiant Beast. Okay. Let's go waddle our way to victory. Okay, so, okay, we need to go right there. It's really hard to see. But he said if we go east, we'll get up there. Yeah, okay, so there's one directly north. Let me go ahead and get that. An aether current. There it is. Oh, of course. Well, that's fine. Do I actually need to be on? Do I actually need to be mounted? Maybe not. Oh, come on, Elto, you can fly. Or however you say your name. Okay, next one's southeast. Okay, yeah, because there's one over here, I think. I'll get that eventually. Maybe on the way back. There's apparently one over here as well. Beginning of a story is always a little bit slow. It's a big dommel. I guess they're all about that big. Or jommel. Oh, okay, yeah. So it looks like I actually needed to ride it. There should be an aether current up here somewhere. No sooner do you arrive at your destination than your almost dashes off. Let me see. Yeah, there it is. Let me go ahead and grab that, and then I'll turn in this quest, and then let's go ahead and take another quick break. I want to get a little bit more soda. Oh, right. I guess I gotta jump down. Let's talk to Zayuna. And turn in this quest, and then we'll take a quick break. Hi, this is indeed the Giant's Gall grounds, and I am Zayuna. Is there anything you require? Giant's Gall for the alchemist, you say? But of course, they shall have it. They labor tirelessly to deal with the tower, and 'tis the least we can do to provide them with the materials they need.